Hello and welcome to Tutorials Demonstrated Awfully. This is episode 2 of our Spyro Ripto's Rage tutorials. If you missed episode 1, it is definitely worth watching as it teaches you all the tricks that you'll need to speedrun this game. But assuming you've watched that, then I'll start by showing you how this level can be done standardly, and then you can see how much quicker it is in the other ways. And I will, after I've shown you it done quickly, I'll go through each bit and how to do it. Okay, so let's start by just doing the level in a standard fashion. So this is not utilising any of the tricks that I discussed in the first video. It's just me just trying to complete the level in the way that it was designed, if you like, to be done. And quite a lot of speedrunning Spyro is about knowing the locations of things. You will need gems, even though you can skip money bags a lot of times. So it's worth knowing the locations of, blue and above gems, really, blue, gold and purple. The others you can just collect on the way. So utilising the thing of skipping past NPCs to stop them talking to me. And I've got enough gems now to pay money bags. And the bridge is open. Okay, ordinarily I wouldn't be able to do this because you need climb, so that's a no choice of orb. So talking to me again, go away. And then you can get the talisman right here. So we've got the talisman. We could exit the level there, but obviously we would like to get at least an orb. So anyway, your choice then would be to either exit the level, get this orb, and or get the lizard hunting orb over here. Okay, so that's the level done in a standard fashion. Obviously there's the orbs, but there's no point in me showing you the orbs done standardly because it's quite self-explanatory. So now I will go through where you can do skips and speed tactics, and then I will do my usual route to show you different ways of doing things. Okay, so to get out of bounds, which is what you'll want to do pretty quickly on Glimmer to skip some of the stuff, is you'll want to go onto something like this emerald, which I missed, but obviously a bit of practice you can get it. You'll want to get onto the barrier in some way imaginable. And this gives you basically free reign of the level. So you can do the level backwards by going over there. You can go to the orb challenge there, but we don't have enough enemies yet to do it. Or you obviously can go through the standard way. So let's do choice 1 of 2. You've not got enough enemies yet, but say you wanted to get up there, you could go on this emerald. If I can get it right. You can go on this emerald, there we go, and then jump up this way and then do the challenge if we had enough enemies, of course. Alternatively, you can skip money bags, like so. You can just do the double jump across the gap. That saves you 100 gems, and it's an easy 100 gems to save, so it's definitely advisable to get good enough to do that. Another way to get across this place is by using this section over here. And you can double jump up there, okay, like so, and then just charge across. So there's multiple ways you can do it. Now let's say you wanted to do this orb over here first. You can obviously get the 10 enemies, which for some people is quicker, but you can also do the flame, jump like so, to get all of the lamps before the time runs out, using the flame jump that I talked about in video 1, which is sometimes very inconsistent with its reach. Just a bit better. That one really should have hit, for example. So it's worth having a practice at doing this, because it really is quicker when you, if I'm a little bit out of practice, but it really is a much faster way of doing it than the standard way. So that's one orb down. You may then choose to do the lizard orb. Now, if you're a beginner speedrunning this game, I would recommend doing the lizard orb, because it's a really easy challenge. You know, there's not much to it, and there's a few, you know, speed strats to it. If you are a bit more of a pro though, then I would advise skipping this one, as you'll come to realise it's one of the longer orb challenges. But let's say we do it, then you would you could get the lizards without even touching the rocks, just by double jumping over. And you'll see now why this is one of the least popular orbs to do in a speedrun. There are a lot worse, of course, but this one's unpopular because you've got to rely on following this red headed kangaroo around. So, you know, the orb progression is only as fast as this guy. Jump around him. Crap, didn't mean to go off the thing, so I'm going to have to come over here to get back up. There we go. There we are, that guy's down. A note on gems as well. I would advise getting about 100 to 150 gems off this level if possible, because as I said, we will need to pay money backs at times. So, you know, don't skip out on gems, because otherwise you'll find yourself getting to certain points, particularly in the second world, where you need to pay money bags a fair few times and you can't really skip him. You'll find that you've not got the gems and you've got to waste time then backtracking. So it's worth just picking up gems when you can. Now this guy, usually you'd have to stand down here and get the rock to fire at him, but again, you can totally just use the double jump by going up here. He says as he doesn't get up. There we go. Oh, he was ready for me that time. Clever bastard. Usually he stays around for a few seconds longer than that. So he does. If you get too close, he will go back in his hole. So you've got to be pretty good. Now he's pretty stupid because they're quite boastful. The lizards, they like to stand a few seconds, like he should have done the first time, but he decided to be a bit quicker about it. So I'm 4 out of 6. As you can see, this is a 3 to 4 minute orb, so it's not ideal. But for beginners, it is more than sufficient to get all the orbs needed. So there's another example of the double jump getting up there. And the final one, there's no discovered way yet to reach this lizard without just doing it the standard way. It's much too high. No amount of using the flying or what have you will get you to him. So we'll have to do him the standard way, just firing at him. And there's our second orb. Okay, the final orb, you don't absolutely need 10 enemies, believe it or not. You can actually do the inside lamp orb without having 10 enemies, but I will show you why it is better to actually just spend an extra couple of seconds getting the enemies where you can. So those are a really easy 3, so they're usually my recommended enemies to get for this kind of thing. So you'd be up here and get onto the barrier, you can then just glide down. Or you can get the lamps in the same fashion we did outside almost, but it is very difficult to get all 6 in succession. Like, I mean, it's really difficult. So it's much better to just do it like this. Get onto a higher area, like so. Just do it the standard way. Now we have 3 really easy orbs to get. but I would personally only do the lamp ones. So now, this will be my speedrun of the level, so you can see the best way to go about it really. I mean, there are a few tricks I can't do, such as getting all the lamps indoors without the flying thing, which is doable, and I have done it before, but it's difficult. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. And there we have it. So you'll come out with maybe 2 orbs and about 100 to 150 gems. 3 orbs if you decide to do the lizard mission. Okay, so that has been Glimmer. Join me in my next part for Idle Springs, and see you then.